All right, welcome back. So, at the last session, you two had done some exploring about the area. You broke into the Alderleaf's house, ate some of their food, went through their belongings. Krul, you decided not to steal the deed that you had found. However, you did partake in a tailoring kit. The two of you. What else did y'all do during the day? I recall that the two of you had looked into the situation with the ogres. I don't quite recall how you roped Harbin Wester into that, though.
We asked him, he said
Beechcraft.
no, and we asked him more forcefully, and he said yes.
Really?
We're
Oh my.
supposed to basically just say, come on, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on. Well, he actually did end up dealing the killing blow to one of the ogres.
The final ogre.
The final ogre, yes. After being pretty useless throughout most of the fight, being generally too afraid to fight.
Character growth.
Mazoon was downed during that last fight. Elok stood his ground like a boss, but was very nearly wrecked himself. And I think that was about it. The two of you had pretty much dealt with just the families in this area here.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Listen, we didn't steal their meals. We took payment up front.
That's right. So, this will, I suppose, be the next day, unless y'all want to do anything else that night before you turn in, but it wasn't necessarily, well, actually, Krul, both of you are pretty okay shape. Generally stayed out of danger.
I don't think I got touched.
Yeah,
I don't think I
one
even
of us
got
hit.
aggroed.
Yeah, Fife, you don't typically, it's pretty hard to aggro people that you don't see, you know.
I almost took like 26, but I had advantage, so it didn't matter. Or they rolled at disadvantage.
Oh my god, yeah. Yes.
I would have been fine though.
I was telling people about that fucking compelled duel dodge combo. That was pretty saddening. So, what would y'all like to do this evening?
We can turn in. That's fine. Yeah.
That's good. I think they did a good job.
Yeah.
Okay. No sweat. In that case, what would y'all like to do this morning?
Wasn't there a issue with a doppelganger, or did that get settled by the other party?
Why don't we go see if the town master general man guy person, what's his name, has any money for us?
You are certainly welcome to look into those things.
Okay.
Before we do that, go ahead, each of y'all, and make a toolkit roll to begin working on a project. What would y'all like to begin progressing?
I would like to make a parachute.
You'd like to make a parachute?
Absolutely normal behavior.
Okay. Go ahead and roll
The parachute exit. Sorry.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be a dex check, probably. Dex or intelligence.
Okay. 1 sec.
And you can go ahead and add no, you're not proficient in this. Do you have any tool proficiencies, Krul?
I do not.
You don't have any of them?
Nope.
Would you like proficiency in any particular toolkit?
No, it's fine. I don't need proficiency.
Okay.
I'm good at being bad at everything. It's fine.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. Well, all roads begin somewhere, and you've got a long way to go before you're going to be done with your parachute. But you definitely begin, Krul.
Okay.
You definitely.
I walk over and I say, "Man, this is a really nice tarp you made last night."
I don't think it's a tarp yet. Thank you.
Oh, I figured you tried to make a parachute. You just made a large thing of cloth.
Yeah, some cloth. Yeah.
Fife, what are you working on for the evening?
I had an idea for a sick bow, but it might be too like edgy or illogical.
I'm sure
So
we can make it work.
So I was thinking of like, okay, forgive me for my lack of bow anatomy, but you know, like the handle, the middle part of the bow, right?
Uh-huh.
In my head, I'm thinking it's like a deer skull, like going over where the hand would be, almost like a guard, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like, you know, the nose pointing forward. And now
Mm-hmm.
the horns, they're not really going to be realistically aligned, but you know, the horns are going to be set there, and then they're going to be like branching out to create the spines of the boat. I think that
Oh,
was
I see
sick.
what you're saying. So you'd be
You know,
using like the antlers as the bow.
yeah. Now, I don't know if that really makes real world sense, but I think it looks kind of sick. Alternatively, I could just have like a real bow in there, and the antlers are like decoration going like above it on like a second layer. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. But yeah, no, I thought that would look kind of sick.
You could certainly make a bow like that, and you have an
Mhm.
idea of the sort of creature whose skull would produce
Hmm.
such um, a weapon, but you would have to go out and hunt that creature
Hmm.
in order to obtain that skull.
Yeah. Would that be like a separate mission, or would it just be like, I spend the day hunting?
That would be like a separate mission that we can totally do if that's something you're
Mm,
interested in doing.
maybe. I don't want to derail
No, we can
the
totally do
moment.
that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Y'all want to go like hunting for a particular creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, but first I want to go see what's his name? Hornbill Swinley. What's the
Has
name of
been.
it? Has been Hotel? What?
That's
What's
what
his
you were
name?
calling him. You were calling him has been.
No, it's
Harbin, Harbin
Harbin.
Wester.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
That's not a bit. I could not remember his name. I want to see if he has money. He gave you money last time.
All right, here.
He
Let
did
me
give
Did
us
give us
money
money
last
last
make
time.
it
time.
all a little bit bigger so you can see where you are a little more easily.
I hope you're keeping track of how much money we have, because I don't know how much he gave us last time. It's fucking whatever. An amount.
Give us a baggie of gold coins.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So
Hoping for a slightly
he
larger.
pays y'all a little bit for Thunderkeep, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. 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 All right. So what would y'all like to do?
Let's go pay him a visit. Yeah.
Okay. So the two of you are going to make your way over to Harbin. And so you enter the town master's hall. And as you both step in, Harbin sort of stands looking very pleased with himself. Says, "Oh, the two of you. Well, I'm quite pleased to see that there was no additional trouble last night. I suppose we've taken care of all of it, eh?"
Yeah. I walk up to him, and I give him just a big hug, and I say, "Yeah, I think we did. We really handled things, didn't we?" I give him
I
a big pat
remain.
on the back.
Um, you're gonna give him
I
a
retain my
hug.
distance.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Oh, is that gonna be a
Make
roll?
me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make me an athletics check.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Um.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna say that what happens here is uh, the hug like takes him by surprise. He's like not prepared for it. He like, doesn't really want to hug, but you're like such a like large dude, Krul, that you just like jump this guy and like wrap him up. And he says, "Oh yes, well, thank you. Um, yes, we're sleeping much better at night, or hopefully we can sleep much better at night now that this has been put to rest."
Grasping him by the shoulders, still in the hug formation, but grabbing him by the shoulders and looking into his eyes, I go, about compensation.
He says, "Compensation."
For handling your town's troll problem.
Money.
Oh, right, those things. Well, there wasn't exactly a contract out on those because we didn't really know what it was that was attacking the town.
Compensation for both figuring out what was attacking your town and killing it.
Oh, that's 2 jobs. Guess we should get double the pay.
I
Alright,
grip
maybe-
a little bit tighter while giving a big smile on my face.
Oh my god. Alright, here's how this works. Krul, make me your choice of persuasion or intimidation. Fife, make me a persuasion roll since you're helping.
Okay.
The fuck?
Don't worry.
13. Okay. It says
How am I rolling a 1, a 2, a 3? Do you see
Numbers
that?
go up.
that's okay. Yeah, you're getting your bad luck out of the way.
Uh-huh.
So he says, well look, you're clearly both heroes, you and your friend here. Fife, have you introduced yourself
Nope.
to any of these? So it's just like, yes, you and your yeah, at this point I suppose he's gonna be like, oh, what should I call you?
Why?
Fife?
Yeah.
Very well. Well, then yes, thank you, Fife. The two of you at this point are no doubt heroes. We could really use someone like the two of you working for the town. What if instead of paying you, we
You
gave
gave us
you
more work?
more work
don't-
and some authority and a more consistent form of payment than your typical mercenary life. But looking at the two of you, neither of you really seem like mercenaries.
I kind of go. So you know that house that got attacked the night before last, right?
Yes, of course.
So no one's using that anymore, huh?
You mean the Hyde family house over there?
That's right.
That's right.
So yeah, we could work for you, but we need a more permanent place to stay, such as
What are you
that
doing?
house.
I can't
So
take Krul aside. Why do you want a house with 3 walls?
he's like scratching his his chin thoughtfully as he like thinks this over. He says, "Yes, I suppose no one is using that house, and yes, if you'd like, we can pay you and you could work for the town, and by all means, you could have the house.
Mm.
I'm afraid there's no relation that we know of to anyone outside of this town.
Huh? Well, that's perfect then.
Yeah, so the ruined house is up for grabs.
All right.
For that matter, if you're interested, there are also several abandoned places outside of the wall as well, but they're far more dangerous.
Yeah, we're gonna take this dead people's house.
Okay. Oh my god, I hope you say it just like that too. Okay. So he says, well, very well. You can see he's looking very pleased with this. He's like, in that case, two of you are officially hired. You can now consider yourselves authorities here in Phandalin as far as, carrying out business, on behalf of the town master. The two of you can report directly to me.
I just pat him on the shoulder and say, "Sure, we will," and turn around to leave.
I'm just staring at him incredulously, and then I leave without saying anything.
Fife, roll me an insight check.
It's like...
Okay. He's looking pretty pleased. As
I'm not.
The two of you leave. Alright, so the two of you step outside without the payment that you had expected, but you now have a broken into two-story house.
Nice.
You're the worst negotiator I've ever met.
I got a 3 on my persuasion. Fucking whatever. Okay, I would like to go find someone to go find a carpenter or someone that can fix the wall in the house for us.
Okay, well,
Why didn't you ask him to fix the wall in the house for us?
there is a woodworking shop right here. There's also wood that you could probably scavenge off of any of these houses out here if you wanted to work on the house yourself as well. So you got options.
Yeah, let's go talk to the woodworking people.
Okay. So, making your way over to Devor's shop, you are going to see she is a very tall, broad, kind of plain person. She sort of brushes the sawdust off of herself, her very stocky frame kind of turning towards the rest of towards Fife and Krul. And Fife, as usual, she's kind of like taking you in as a sight. And as you approach, she says, "Oh, welcome to my shop. I'm Devra." And she sort of, kind of regards, and she says, "You must be here for some woodwork. Do you need a catalog, or are you here to commission something?"
Yeah, we're here to commission something. We just got possession of the hide house, which is perfect. Love the place, except there's a huge hole in it, and we want to see if there's a way to patch that up.
You just came into possession of the hide house, did you? You can see. Go ahead and roll me an insight check, both of y'all. Oh man.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see that? Okay.
If you have dice, you're welcome to use your own dice.
It's okay.
Well. Anyways, so she says, "Interesting. So the hide house has already been given away. Well, in that case, I'm sure I know exactly what you're here for. You need that wall patched up?"
That's right.
Says, I could do it. It'll take an afternoon, but I won't be able to for at least a day or so. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I think we're about to be out of town for a little bit anyways.
Okay. Okay. Let me put a roof on that house. Because it's like... I see looking at it like the whole thing is actually destroyed, but that's not actually the case. The wall of it is destroyed, but it's like a 2-story house. But like, there's a hole in the living room wall.
Wait, is that the house we got? I thought we got this house. We got that house?
Oh, is this the
This
house?
was
that
the
was...
one that was attacked,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think we got
Oh,
this
that's
house.
the one y'all got. Okay. Well, the family was not in that house, right?
No, they were. They got fucking torn up.
Oh, they did.
This was the one that got
Oh,
killed the first
shit.
night, and then we saved this, the
Oh,
elderly
okay, my
farm.
bad. I must be confusing it with this one. Holy shit.
We had questions about their cow.
Oh my god. Okay, so then yeah, sure. That's the house you want.
Yeah.
Alright, so in that case, that's not the Hyde family house. But you know what? We can call it whatever you'd like. What would you like to name your new house? I'll put it on the map.
Do you have any opinions? Mac?
Um. Haven't decided on a name yet.
Okay, we'll call it the Hyde family house for now. We'll come up with a name for it.
Okay, okay. Well, this is the Hyde family house over here.
Oh, well, fucking...
Yeah, so it's fine.
Whoever
We'll
this is.
we'll figure it out later. Okay.
The dead family house that
The
we just
dead
got.
family house. All right. So yeah, you're just commissioning like the walls to be repaired there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kind of like the Ring of Dead family house.
Dead family house. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll call it from now on. The dead family house.
She
Right
says,
across from the alder leaf in case we want to break in again.
She says, I can definitely repair that wall for you. If I need to go gather the wood myself, it'll be a little bit more. If you're willing to spend some time doing that yourself, then we can take some of it off the price, the cost of materials. Entirely up to you.
Yeah, we're going out. We'll pick up some wood.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, the timing sort of works out as long as y'all can, get a sufficient amount of wood today. And you can always scavenge off the buildings outside of town. That's sort of what we're doing to build this wall.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so are we going out, Mac, to go hunt something for you?
Don't worry about that. I just remembered the cow thing. Let's figure out the cow thing at the Outer Leaf farm.
Oh, okay.
Forgot the reason for the season. The whole reason we didn't want them to become seasoning for some ogres.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they just sacrificed a cow, right? Do you want to go find out if that's what happened?
Did we talk to them?
We did not talk to them. I rummaged through their letters.
Oh yeah.
They went up with a cow and they came back without a cow.
So it's just cow sacrifice instead of.
I mean, we can go ask them.
Well, they can't remember because no one who goes to the Oracle remembers. I mean, you can go ask them,
Oh, they
but
don't remember?
that's what Harbin Westard told you. It's like, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I assume they just took a cow.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a take a book, leave a book. Take a cow, leave a cow.
Ah, shit.
I can enter her dreams at night.
What?
That's one
Okay,
of the things I can
Psychonaut.
Yes.
What?
do. So
When did you gain this ability?
I've had that ability. It's just it hasn't come up as a thing for me to do.
Okay.
You have to like break into their house, but you totally can.
Yeah. So okay, so we can wait on that till we have a place across from them, so it'll be a little bit less weird when we do that.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
okay,
we already know the situation. We don't have to. Yeah, we figured out the cow. Curious
Okay.
about this cow,
so
or not the
you
cow. The Hummel.
so are you interested in crafting your bow, or do you want to go maybe find out the shapeshifter nonsense?
Let's find out this shapeshifter nonsense. I do remember that happening.
Okay. There was a person who was put up, Hunter, because they got attacked by a shapeshifter and spit up, I think.
Yes.
So, lead the way to the hospital, or wherever
Okay.
they are.
I think they're just at the end.
So they are not at the inn. Did y'all ever find out where they were?
I believe has been told us.
Okay. 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 Alright. So. Let me think for a second. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so. So y'all head this way to the house belonging to the apothecary's brother. And as you approach this house from the outside, as you're kind of walking up to it, the two of y'all kind of like look up and you see like a woman kind of like draw closed like curtains as she sort of like turns and walks inside. And it's like kind of a ritzy looking place. Looks nice. One of the nicer houses in the town.
Okay. Well, let's go up and knock.
Okay. So you go up to the door and you knock, and there's like kind of a silence for a while. And after a few moments, a gaunt-looking man is going to sort of open the door, and he sort of looks at the two of you in surprise, particularly at Krul, and he says,
Oh, that's a first.
sorry, not Krul. At Fife. your name is so wide. It was like
Yeah, it's over.
So yes, he goes looking at these two very large entities standing at his front door. Arden is going to say, "Yes, may I help you?"
I would like to cast Impossible Knowledge, which is I appear to 15. So.
A 15.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Krul, you know that Arden Rodros has been troubled by unsettling visions his whole life.
Okay. Well then I'm going to respond, Arden, I've come. I need to speak with you.
And you are, sir?
Can I try and walk past him into his house?
Yeah, maybe an athletics check to like brush past him.
Okay.
Pretty beefy boy.
Did it not go? Oh, am I not selected? One second.
You gonna roll a 5?
I feel like it. Oh my god. No, it's a 3. What the?
Sam, just getting it out of the way.
Okay.
All good rolls from here.
I try to brush past
So-
into his house, but he stops me.
so, so, I mean, are you like really like pushing past into?
I am not. I was trying to like
Okay.
get around him to walk into his house.
On you
Okay.
just bowl him over, it'd be funny.
Yeah, if you really want to like bowl him over, you can, because you're a big dude. But like, if you're just wanting to like step through and kind of just like casually do so.
Okay.
But so anyways, yeah, he does seem like sort of taken aback at the two of you, a little thrown by Fife's appearance, wondering what the two of you are doing here on his doorstep. And he's going to ask such as, "Is there something I can do for you, gentlemen?"
We heard there was someone here who'd been in contact with some unknown entity.
There's no one here, just myself and my brother. He's upstairs. That's probably who you're thinking of.
Was he not attacked?
He was. He was. This is most certainly my brother, then.
Okay.
Are you doctor? Are you a doctor?
Sometimes.
Maybe a persuasion or deception check, your choice. You are a doctor sometimes. Go ahead and make me a persuasion check. Ooh, pretty good. He says, "Well, we can use all the help we can get." And he is going to sort of turn and lead you upstairs. The two of you entering the house are going to notice that the house itself is sort of like old money decadent. It's very nice, and he's going to sort of like lead you up the stairs and like down a corridor and like into like a series of rooms until you finally come upon his brother's room. And opening the door, within the room there is a man who you can see he's sort of bedridden, and he sort of like turns to look over at you. He's very, very pale. He's got some foul looking drink on like the bedside table next to him, and his facial hair, his eyebrows, all of his hair is sort of like slowly growing back. His nose and his ears seem to have suffered some kind of degradation, to the extent that, well, I'll let you assess that in greater detail. But this man, this relatively hairless man, looks over at you all and says, "Oh, brother, you've brought visitors." And kind of looking at Fife, he says, Oh dear, I don't know this one. Nor this one," looking over at you, Krul.
All right. We wanted to know more about your attacker.
He says, "My attacker? Well, I'm afraid there's very little I can tell you. You see, the last thing I recall, I was speaking with this rather pleasant older woman, and the next thing I know, I wake up here and I hear it's been 4.5 weeks.
Where was this?
I've been there.
Where were you speaking with her?
Where was he speaking with her? Blah, 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 blah. Actually, no, it wouldn't be 4.5 weeks. It'd be more like a week and a half later. He says, "Why, in my shop? I was just conducting my business."
And you didn't recognize her?
No, I didn't recognize her. It was things have only gotten bad recently, and so we were still getting visitors in from time to time, even though the roads were getting worse. But it was a particularly old woman. I didn't think much of her. She seemed very pleasant, very disarmingly pleasant, even in retrospect. I do recall one thing, and it is a bit unusual, but and you can see he sort of like cuts a look over to his brother. He says, "Well, you see, my family, we've always sort of, we see things, unpleasant things sometimes, but I'm not sure if this was one of those cases or if it wasn't. But right before the last thing I remember was looking at this woman and her well, I don't really know how to say it. Her eyes sort of disappeared. They like grew into her face, or perhaps the skin grew over her eyes. It's hard to say, but her eyes, they just stopped being there. Like the eye sockets were just gone. And her face, I remember it just sort of smoothing over, and then everything went black after that.
Well, yeah. From what happened to you, that certainly sounds like some sort of shape-shifting creature, doesn't it?
I nod silently.
Well, that's what they say it is. I'm told this thing even came here and ate dinner with my brother here in our own home. Carried on with my business. Even, sustained my books.
Wait, so it came to here, so it was pretending to be him?
That's what he's saying, yeah. It sort of slid right into place. It was running his shop, doing business with other people.
Can I address
brewing
Arden?
potions. Yeah.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary with your brother's behavior during this week and a half?
Well, from time to time there was the occasional oddity, but such is the way with our family.
Did you ever notice him going missing?
Missing? No. He was always here and was able, he came home after work and had dinner and, read by the fire as we do.
Do you two socialize with many others? Specifically your brother?
Well, my brother
I guess I'm
does.
asking him and the brother, yeah.
So the brother is going to say, yes, well, I run more of a business, so I must go about visiting with others and conducting my work. And then Arden, on the other hand, is going to say, oh no, I never really get out too much. I much prefer the confines of the family mansion.
Is there anybody, hold on, Krul is on, do we have a name for the hairless man?
I don't think we do yet.
The hairless man.
I want to ask hairless boy, who do you interact with regularly? Any regulars, any people you're normally talking to, socializing with, regulars at the store?
Well, I've had the good fortune to have my shop right inside the town square, so I deal with all sorts of figures as they come through here. Put down this guy here.
Do you think you
What
could...
about the... Oh.
No, go ahead.
You say, what about the third person living with y'all?
Third person. There is no third person living with us.
Can I
Well,
do a
as we
deception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
do I have anything to? I guess. I'm just
Wait,
gonna.
wait for me to roll a 1, and then you can see.
Okay. If I can just be blunt about it.
Do I? Can I? Can I
Wait.
do insight? No, I'll be perception.
Wait,
Fuck it.
so
it'd
what
be
exactly
insight,
are
you're
you
not
rolling
lying.
for?
I want to see if he's lying.
Oh, yes, that would be insight.
Insight. Okay, perfect.
I would also like to roll that
Yeah,
side if
go
that's
right ahead.
okay.
So looking at his face appears to be telling the truth. Says, oh shit, which one was it? I believe you were talking to the one in bed, and he was like, no, there's no one here except my brother and I. And yeah, looking at him, he appears to believe that.
And turning to the brother, that's true? No one else is here with y'all?
And he nods. That's just the two of us.
Now, I'm not doing this, but it would be insanely funny if I just immediately started attacking the brother.
Why would you?
Yeah, you could.
I have a question. What did the lady that we saw in the window look like? What were we able to partake of her visage?
Did appear to be an older woman. Didn't get, just an older woman. You didn't really get
The
like a
older
great look.
lady.
Yeah, older lady.
Mysteriously in this house.
Okay.
Okay.
So I want to kind of wander around the room while I, surreptitiously. What's the word I'm looking for? I want to cast Heartbeat to detect any heartbeats of living creatures within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Um,
You only detect the heartbeats of like the four of you.
okay.
Okay.
All right. So, can you show me the books? Do you happen to remember the books the creature was reading?
The books the creature was reading. He says,
No, they keep the books they run the books like they're bookkeeping for the company.
well,
Their store.
I think I also mentioned that they would read by the firelight. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
He says, yes, I suppose I could. If you like, I could show you to the library.
Okay.
Okay. So the two of you are gonna sort of like you walk downstairs, and while the two of you like sort of go downstairs, Fife and this guy who are in bed here, the two of you are going to sort of like hear a shifting about like upstairs, like furniture being moved on the ceiling above you. And Fife, the two of you like look up at the ceiling and then like look at each other, and then the guy in bed quickly like averts his gaze. Meanwhile, Krul, as you go downstairs and you're led to the library, this guy Arden is going to sort of like open the door like to this beautiful reading room, and near the fireplace there are a good number of books, and you see a small stack next to the reading chair, which supposedly belongs to his brother. And he kind of points and he says, that's where my brother would typically read his books when we would have our wine in the evenings.
Okay. Yeah, I'll step into the room. Go over to the books.
Okay. Looking at the books, they appear to be a collection of like maps and history and things that don't really have that much to do with alchemy.
Okay. That's good to know. Is he still in here with me?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I go, alright, well, leave me to it. I'm going to check through this room if that's okay. You can go back to your brother and my friend.
You're
While they were
going to inspect? I
I
thought
am.
you were a doctor.
Yeah. Well, the first thing that needs to be done is figure out what manner of creature has damaged your brother, so we know how to properly heal him.
All right, go ahead and make me persuasion at advantage. That was pretty good. Ooh, okay.
silver tongue.
He says, well, you certainly seem to know what you're doing. And I says, in that case, I trust your experience. Did y'all already introduce yourselves? I don't know if you ever actually did.
He's a doctor, and I'm the physician's
They don't
assistant.
need to know our names.
Yeah, they
I
just
don't think they ever
assume it's
did.
the good doctor and the assistant.
He says,
Now, while they're having that whole social interaction down there, I
Uh-huh.
turn to the brother after that, and I go, I'm gonna go follow them to, see what's going on. I would like to leave the door while they're still going out, and then I will close the door behind me. Am I able to see a staircase up?
A staircase up?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, there's like... Oh, let me see. Do I have like a map I could use? I don't have a map offhand. But yeah, so I would say, like, generally speaking, yes, you can go upstairs.
Yeah. I'd like to go upstairs.
Okay. As you go upstairs, it is dead quiet, and you are essentially like alone up here.
Mm, mm. What is it up there? Is it
Making your way upstairs, it looks like a part of the house that's maybe not used quite as often. This does appear to be a mansion, and there are only the two of them living here. Looking around, there are several rooms up here, as well as several hallways. If you like, you're welcome to make your way back, kind of to generally above where.
Yeah, I would like to go towards whatever rooms I would perceive to be above the previous rooms, the room that we were in.
Okay. So, you kind of make your way down the hallway, and you like step into this room, and it's the room above where the current apothecary is residing in.
Mm-hmm.
And opening the door, Fife, you're immediately like the first thing you notice is how like icy cold the room is.
Mm.
And the room itself doesn't look particularly special. It's an old. It almost appears to be like a storage room. There's lots of blankets like thrown over, old furniture. Lots of things you can't quite make out what they are because they're like sort of hidden away under these sheets. But it's very quiet. The air is very still.
I would like to, as quietly as I can, search around this room.
Okay. What are you searching for in particular?
Whatever I can find. I'm curious what's in this room.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, downstairs, Krul, you have convinced Arden to leave you alone in the library. So he sort of like steps and waits outside the door.
Okay.
Anything in particular you're wanting to do in here?
I wanna. So, so now that I'm alone in the room, I wanna go ahead and see if I see anything valuable.
Oh my
Like
god.
on the walls or on the shelves, anything that looks like it's worth a lot of money.
Okay. You you are able to see like there are several what look like expensive commissioned portraits. You're able to find a small metal bust that appears to I don't know if sculpted is quite the right word, but the likeness of someone has been crafted, wrought from iron. Let me see, what else might there be? Roll me an investigation check. Let's just see.
Okay.
Okay. Roll me 2d20. Bless
Excuse me. Sorry.
you. Okay. So, Krul, I will say you are able to find 8 gold worth of like silverware and like fine plates, you know, that have sort of like decoratively been set out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pocket that.
Okay.
God.
And
Oh my
just
God.
do I see anything that looks particularly odd about the room? Like that I wouldn't expect to see in a sitting room or library like this?
Is there anything that draws your eye in particular?
Has the room been cleaned recently?
Make me a perception check. 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Krul, I'm going to say as you're sort of looking about the room, you notice what looks like sort of like a torn piece of wallpaper. And what almost appears to be like some sort of like scratched writing, like kind of behind the wallpaper. But
Okay.
it's sort of like concealed.
Yeah, I wanna tear that wallpaper and see what that writing is.
Okay. So you tear the wallpaper open just a little bit. Behind the like in the wooden wall that you see, you do see what like seems to be like the makings of like somebody having like carved something into the wall and like wallpapered over it. There does appear to be more as you like kind of tear away some of it, so you haven't torn away a whole lot yet.
Okay. Tear. I wanna see the whole thing. Just keep tearing.
You just keep tearing it.
Yeah.
So Krul, as you tear and tear, what you're going to find is like you kind of like are able to like push over a bookshelf and tearing away the wallpaper. You find what appears to be a large round hole that's like cut into the wall and has been sort of papered over and blocked with a wood shelf. And there appear to be these like carvings into the wood like around the edges of the hole. Looking into the hole, it's pitch black on the other side. You can't quite see what's in there.
Okay. I want to just go ahead and exit the room. Is there a door in between me and the brother?
Is there a door? Yes.
Okay.
The guy's got his like back to you.
Okay, yeah, I wanna walk out and quickly close the door behind me.
Okay.
and and go, all right, let's go tend back to your brother then.
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, Fife, upstairs, you're standing in this room, and you're looking through the room for anything in particular. You said you weren't really looking for any particular thing.
Um, I mean, obviously, I'm trying to see if there are signs of life or some sort of creature up here. Am I able to say out loud, like, not too loud, but like in a hushed tone that anyone in the room can hear, but anyone outside not too worried about it?
Mm-hmm.
I would assume Sylvan, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going, Is there anyone here? I'm not, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to talk.
Okay. It's quiet for a little bit.
Hmm.
You kind of continue looking around, and then there's like a knocking sound, like something being dropped on the floor. You sort of straighten up as your like ears sort of perk in the direction. And it appears to be something like on the other side of the room.
I guess I go in that direction. Or I look in that direction. I go, hello? Is anyone there?
You hear like kind of a soft like knocking on like the wall.
Hmm. I guess I will approach the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Can I gently knock back on the wall?
Yep, you sure can.
Is the knocking continuing?
There's like a pause, and then this thing kind of knocks back.
Huh.
And
I do. Hmm?
sorry, go on.
Oh no, you can go. I was gonna make a stupid joke.
Okay. Well, so I was just gonna say, this room, this cold room that you're in, as you're kind of knocking back, uh, you're going to suddenly like find yourself. There's like a fog almost that starts to kind of like fill the floor of the room. And like startling, you find yourself suddenly standing in this open space, right? There's like fog sort of creeping around the furniture on the floor, but the walls and the ceiling are gone, right? And there's just like this black space where only the floor and the covered things in the room that are white and you seem to be like standing in this like empty expanse. And you're sort of standing in this space when something kind of like catches your eye. And sort of like peering out into the darkness of this expanse, you see there's like several things that are like out in the dark. And they're kind of shifting around at the edges of this room. Now I will say, though the walls are gone, the door to the room is still there. But as it gets colder, and as these things that are shifting in the dark get closer and closer, you're going to sort of see from out of this space as this like tall, lanky, lipless woman kind of like hovers towards you.
You look like the woman that I saw before.
Yes, she does. The one you saw in the window?
Yeah.
She does. Now, looking at this woman, her hair is like, the way I always imagine her is having like Wife of Frankenstein hair. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong hairstyle, but almost like kind of upward in direction. And she's going to sort of like reach out towards you with like these long, like spindly fingers. As she sort of like surveys you. Are you gonna let this thing touch you?
I put up my hand as if to stop her,
Mm-hmm.
but also in a way where I'm kind of waving at her, and I go, "Nice to meet you again."
God damn it.
Okay. So as this like this entity sort of looms, and this thing is like pretty tall, right? I'd say like at least like you're pretty tall yourself, but this thing's like maybe like 7 or 8 feet, right? Sort of looms over you with like these long black fingers. And as it kind of reaches to like touch you, and like it goes to touch your chin, it touches you, and you feel like this ice cold feeling, followed initially by like this burning sensation that hurts.
What? Why is your character? What is your character doing, Mac?
I smack the hand away.
It's too late.
So Fife, as you slap the hand away, you slap it, and as you do, these long black fingers, as you slap it, honey splashes off of its hand, and this creature shrieks. And you watch as the honey, as it like splashes onto the ground, like sort of remains in this like glorious golden light. And this creature, like sort of like recoiling, like turns and like shrieks at you, and you can see now like the initial like the intrigue, the tenderness, as it was sort of approaching you is gone, and like its predatory nature is now much more apparent. But it kind of like recoils back into the dark, sort of like holding this like its hand as if its hand has been wounded. And there's like a splash of like, I think of it as like a blood splatter almost, but it's like this like honey,
glittering gold.
Glittering gold honey. And from there, you sort of like come to, and it's as if you've been like staring into space in this room, and you're like standing in this room with the walls and the ceiling. You know, you're just like in a room again. You know what I mean? Mist is gone. You're just standing there.
Well, that was close. I'm assuming the knocking stopped. Is it still cold?
It is so cold.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that room.
Okay. You gonna go rejoin Krul?
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way back down. And you are able to sort of rejoin them. Krul and Arden, y'all were going back to see the brother, right?
Yeah, we're walking back up.
Okay. So, yes. So, you return to the brother. Fife, you're gonna return back to the room right around the time that they're in here. So, any news, inspectors? Any thoughts on my brother's condition?
Is Mac back in the room?
Or the creature? Yeah. So Fife is gonna make their way back in.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a big evil hole down in your library.
Big
I look
evil
over and I
hole.
go, that matches up with my experience.
The brothers kind of look at each other uncomfortably, and they look back at you. And they say, "Can you elaborate a little?"
Do you do you not know about the big evil hole down in your library that you wallpapered over, or someone wallpapered over?
He sort of shakes his head. He says, I have no idea what you're talking about."
Can I check? Do a perception check. See if he's lying.
Insight, yes.
Insight. Okay.
Yeah, so perception's like glancing around and notice things. Like,
Fuck me. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so he's, as far as you can tell, he seems to be telling the truth. He's not aware of like a giant evil hole in his library.
Okay. Well,
Did you guys how long have y'all lived here?
And they sort of say like, "Well, this is our family mansion. We've always lived here."
what did you see, Fife?
Nothing.
What? Nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw a lot of nothing.
All right.
Make me
Well,
a deception check, Fife.
I saw nothing.
Ooh, saw nothing. Okay.
I convinced them. For a second, they question themselves and wonder if they even have a third floor to their house.
Well.
okay.
Uh,
Let's
Go on.
let's go down to the hole. Just
Okay.
all three of us.
All right. So, the three of you return downstairs to the library. But as you like open the library back up, the bookshelf is like pushed back in front of the wall again.
Tear the bookshelf down.
You like throw the bookshelf down.
Yeah.
For a second time.
You grab this like beautifully carved, very expensive bookshelf and just hurl it off the wall, right? There appears to be just like a perfectly normal wall behind it.
Okay. Can
Arden is like very taken aback.
I grab a chair and bash the wall with it where I think the hole should be?
You're just a fucking madman, dude. Okay. So you just like this guy who's like, whoa, whoa, because you just like grabbed his bookshelf, right, and just hurled it to the ground. This massive hulking brute is going to like pick a chair up off the ground and just like begin bashing it violently into the wall. And you're essentially trying to like bash through the wall.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check to smash as effectively as possible through the No. Okay. Okay. Well, Krul, I will say Arden is very alarmed at this like sudden outburst in behavior, and as you are smashing the chair into the wall, there does not appear to be a hole on the other side of the wallpaper. And Arden is going to ask you to stop. Very alarmed. He's going to say, please, that's enough. I don't know what you're getting at, but I don't think there's anything behind there.
I turn to him and I go, is there somewhere else I should be looking?
I have no idea what you're doing. You brought us down here to show us a hole. Is there somewhere else that you should be looking, or is this where the hole was? Because I don't see a hole here, sir. Mr. Whatever your name is, you and your friend here.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor. Uh, there was what appeared to be a hole here. Now it's
But
gone.
it is gone now?
But it is gone now. So that's not good.
There's a pretty interesting room upstairs I think you might be interested in, Krul.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go,
Upstairs.
Arden. I just lead the way, like I live here.
Just these crazy people.
Just like walking through their house. Oh my god. Okay, so you lead them upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Listen, we work for the city. We can do what we want.
y'all haven't told anybody that you work for the city yet.
Oh yeah,
None of
no,
their
but I mean, like,
business.
if he gets mad at us, listen, this is state business. This is official.
None of their business.
Exactly. It's
Oh
on a
my
need-to-know
God.
basis.
You people are insane. Okay. So you're making your way up through the house, right? And as you sort of like start making your way down the hallway, Arden's going to sort of step forward and he's going to say, wait, I must insist we not go any further.
Why?
He says, well, these rooms are no longer to be used.
Why?
And he says, well, they're off limits.
Okay, but you own this house, right? Only you two here, so why?
How do you know about this room that you're taking us to?
It's directly above the room that you guys were in. I heard a noise there. Let's see. What's going on in that room? I heard some noises. Maybe you've got an infestation. If you have something like, let's say, like, you know, you got some wild animals in your house or something like that. As you can see, I'm a little experienced with that, as you know, given me. So if you have an infestation of wild animals in your house, it's possible they could be bringing diseases or anything else in there. And with your brother in his current state, I'm worried that he'll be very susceptible to, you know, diseases, infections, and stuff like that. So we just want to make sure it's best for your brother's health. We should check this room. Make sure there's no, like, raccoons or other dirty animals bringing diseases into your house.
You can see he looks anxious, and he says, well, this room belongs to one of our family members, and we don't typically allow visitors in here. Can you make me a persuasion check?
Yes, I can.
Oof. He says, look, you may very well have heard something, but I assure you there are no wild animals in this house. Anything you may have heard, I ask that you just forget about.
I want to, while we're standing here, go ahead and use my divine sense.
Okay. What are you sensing for?
I'm sensing for the presence of strong evil.
Strong evil. What's the wording on divine sense?
You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you. That is not behind total cover. Oh shit! God damn it!
No, don't worry
If
about
we
that.
were
So Krul. This mansion is drenched in evil. It's in the walls. It's in the floor.
Hold on. Are you saying it's this residence is evil?
Yeah.
Yes.
That I finally understand the title of Resident Evil.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The I thought Banshees touching you was like really, really, really bad.
Yeah, I'm boy of the trees. I've got gods protecting me. Don't worry about it.
I think you're thinking of a white, like old school D&D whites that would like de-level you if they touched you.
Okay.
Yeah, it is really, really bad. In Fife, we'll get to that later. But yes, Krul. So this house is like just like drowning in in evil, and I will say you're picking up a lot of undead, a lot of fiendish evil as well, like black magic kind of evil.
I want to turn to the brother that's with us and just go, do you know your house is evil?
So you guys are all upstairs, right? You're outside the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he says this, or as you say this, you see the color kind of drain from his face, and he says, "Please, I'm only going to say this once. It's of the utmost importance. Please, just whatever you experience in this house, don't talk about it. Don't mention it. Don't give it any attention."
If we want your brother to get better, he's not going to heal in a house like this. This whole place is an evil house.
Well, we grew up here, and it hasn't done anything to us, but...
Haven't y'all been having visions?
Hasn't done anything to you. Your brother looks like he's been partially digested.
Yeah.
Well, well, yes, but whatever that was attacked him in his shop and climbed off through the roof. That has nothing to do with our house.
You don't think living in a house full of evil spirits is a bad thing?
He says, "Look, I guess they did mention it though. Fuck it. We'll just pretend that wasn't much." So he's gonna say, "Look, I don't know how you could possibly know about the lives my brother and I have led, having just met us. But I can tell you that there are rules to living in this house. And we are safe here, but things must be done a certain way for all of our well-beings."
Well, that's really nice of you. However, we work for the city, and we can't have this kind of trouble in the town.
So what? All right. So first off, what are your names?
That's right. He's not a doctor. We work for the state.
Who are you people? Like,
I'm Krul, I say, and I gesture at my friend.
I'm Fife. And you are?
We know this guy's name.
No. Sorry, I forgot.
So he says,
Listen, I've been having a moment. You don't know. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
He says, "I'm Arden of the Rodros family, and my brother is Revelin."
He does not seem to be reveling at the moment.
Well, he's not reveling at the moment, but
At the very least, we need to get your brother out of this house. He needs somewhere proper to rest.
And regrow his skin.
well, he is recovering quite well ever since his hair's growing back and some of his cartilage.
Some.
Some, but not all of it. But then again, my brother's always been a bit of an oddball, and I'm sure it won't bother him too much.
Yeah.
New look in this season.
Let's
The Nosferatu vibe.
yeah, let's get him moved out. We can put him up the inn, maybe.
We just came into a new house.
It's
It's a little bit of a fixer-upper, but
there will be a wall very soon.
yeah, it's just like your house. There is a hole here, and it will be gone shortly.
It will be gone shortly.
But our house is very comfortable. You're suggesting we move out of our family mansion and live where exactly? In the inn? Someone going to pay for this?
Yeah.
That room.
The Harbin is going to put y'all up just until your brother gets better.
Make me... Oh my god, make me a deception check.
It's time.
It's time, come on. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Alright. Alright, let's contest this. Oh my god. He says, really, Harbin's going to pay for our board at the Stonehill Inn until Revlin recovers. And what's to happen with our house in the meantime?
What do you mean? You said you have it under control, right?
Yeah, we're just making sure your brother gets better.
Oh, you're just moving out Revlin, not him?
No, we're gonna put them
Both of
both
you.
up. He needs to stay with his brother.
Yeah, he needs company.
Yeah, he needs to take care of his brother at the end. We need them out of this fucking house.
He says, well, it's one thing for my brother to leave, but I'm afraid I can't quite leave this place.
You're going to have your brother, who is bedridden, staying at an inn by himself.
He looks kind of uneasy, and he says, it's for the better, believe me. I really should remain here in our mansion.
I would kind of loom over him and just kind of go,
God.
I really think you should accept Harbin's hospitality.
Maybe an intimidation check. You. Oh, fucking. Oh
It's
my
time.
god.
It's time.
Oh, God. Okay, Krul. Coercing this man effectively as you have, you see he's intimidated, you see he's very uncomfortable. And he says, well, you do work for the state, I suppose. If Wester's willing to cover the bill, I suppose it couldn't hurt, but... Well, you know, I suppose we'll deal with the consequences. Very well, I'll begin packing my brother's things, and we can get situated at the Stonehill Inn instead.
So yeah, I want to help them move out, but then I want to go track down our two paladin buddies, if I can.
Okay, okay. Well, that will be pretty easy to do. The town master would be able to tell you that.
Okay, let's go to Harbin.
Okay, okay.
Back to Harbin.
Alright, so meanwhile,
First.
they will get situated. The two of you are going to make your way back to Harbin.
On our way over there, can I have a conversation with Krul? Hey,
Yes.
so did you see that lady when we first got there?
Yeah, in the window.
Yeah, she was upstairs in that room above his place. Real
Yeah.
weird. Real weird.
That house was just absolutely full of evil creatures. There's
I figure.
yeah, we got to destroy that house.
Yeah, destroy the house. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Let's go to
Alright.
Harbin.
That sounds about right.
Kicking the door to the town master halls. Harbin, we got good news.
Alright, so as you enter, Harbin's like sort of wrapping up the story of like how he bravely slew the final ogre to a small crowd of friends, and
Yeah.
he sort of like shoos them off and out the door as the two of you approached. He says, "Oh, my good friends, my companions in arms."
Harbin, the hero, it is so good to see you again. You will be happy to know we've been busy working on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
We moved the two brothers into the inn because their house is haunted like you would not believe.
Incredibly haunted. You would not believe it.
And he says,
Gotta destroy the house.
We have to destroy the house.
He says, "Oh, actually."
Also, you're paying for their stay at the inn.
What? It's like, but we don't have funds for that. The town's
Well-
barely keeping together as it is.
Just until we build them a new house.
Yeah.
You're going to rebuild the mansion.
No, not what I
No.
said.
When we mean rebuild, we meant to say debuild. We're going to be unbuilding the house.
We are going to be unbuilding their house.
Well, everybody knows their house is a bit of an unusual place, but it's never really been a problem to anybody. Why waste money on it?
You kind of have a big locus of evil sitting in the middle of your town, and your town's been experiencing a lot of bad things, and it just seems like a bad idea to leave the extremely haunted house in the middle of your wrecked village.
Krul.
Leaving a banana peel in your garbage. You guys have bananas, right? It's like leaving a banana peel in the garbage, getting gnats all over it.
I don't think they have bananas here.
Anyway, yeah. It's
You know
like
what?
that. It's like that equivalent.
It's fine, Fife. You can go ahead and roll me one too. Can you both roll persuasion for me
Okay.
to convince Harbin?
There we go. Nat 20. I have convinced this man bananas exist.
And he says, look, well, I suppose what with everything that's been going on lately, it couldn't hurt. Although it is a nice place.
I think you should come out with us. I wanna get our 2 other paladin friends together,
Yeah.
and I think
Hey,
the
room-
5 of us should all just go check out the level of not good this house is.
Yeah.
Well, he says, I'm afraid I'm a bit tied up at the moment. I've got
Oh.
lots and lots going on. Actually,
But Harbin, you have to lead us.
need
You're
you.
the hero of the town. We
Yes,
can't
yes.
do this without you.
but my many talents are needed in various other places. I can't be off playing hero all the time. Speaking of which, this, and he sort of like holds up the 3-headed figurine that you guys have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
He said, the 2 of you had made your way out of that Thunder Tree, out of the old town of Thunder Tree, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, apparently there's still a lot of activity going on over there. And he says, we're still getting strange sightings, and we're still seeing this from time to time, and he puts it on a table whenever the odd traveler brings one in our way. Says, do y'all know anything about that?
No.
Well, I should have obviously been more thorough killing everyone in that town.
I mean, they're mushrooms. They assume that you just like, you step on a puffball mushroom. Sure, you took that one mushroom out. You just put a bunch of spores everywhere, and now there's more mushrooms.
Yeah. I really think no one should go anywhere near there.
It says, yes, they shouldn't. We've been seeing kidnappings.
Still,
Still.
just God damn it! I
Fight
thought I
your
dealt
way
with
out.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Yep. It's not good. It's
No.
not good.
well, hopefully, what's the big city that's near that place? Hopefully, not Morrowind. God damn it. Other place can deal with that.
Oh, Neverwinter.
Neverwinter can deal with that. But okay, we'll go track down our 2 buddies.
Okay. Says you'll be able to find the 2 of them over at the Sleeping Giant.
Okay.
All right.